8, Lionsgate. Today it's the 8th of August. It's 8 o'clock in the evening now, and I want to say some words about this opening that has been here for several days and will continue to be open. And it's like the veil is open for us. We can connect into our higher self, our Avalokita, our divine design, whatever we call it. And I want to say something about this activation, because when we talk about activation and saying yes to a bigger game, it can also be hard on the body, kind of. Or I don't know if I should use the word hard, but you feel a lot of things happening in your body, because I have said yes to be the experiment, to experiment with my body, and I have so much energy and stamina. It's like, wow, I feel like I have never had so much energy before. But Monday, the 4th of August, I had an activation. So it opened, this portal that we are in now, it opened for me in Monday. And I have had a lot of activation. That has been my path kind of since 2013. Activation, activation, activation. And the activation that happened Monday, it was like lightning that, and it came in my head, and it was so painful that, ow! And then I want to vomit, it's like, and I needed to go to the bathroom, and I was sick, or my state changed from 1 second to another second completely. So I was activated and upgraded into this. So activation can be radical. I have had radical healing different times, and I have said yes to the next step, divinity. So when this opened, I was like, all the rest of this Monday, I was kind of out of myself, and it was kind of painful because I wasn't able to do deep study or read, or because my head was, I had headache and I was so activated. So my body was in a deep upgrade. And I said to my colleague, a new colleague that is young, started to work this summer, and I said to him, I'm sorry, I just had something happen with my head instantly. I get headache and I'm nauseous, and so I'm sorry that I'm not my normal self. I just told him so that he knew that something happened with me. And then he said, well, that happened to me too, with an instant. And I'm a boxer. He's born in 2006, and he boxed a lot. He loved training, and he said, I get a lot of punch in my head when I'm boxing, but this punch in my head was much deeper than the punch I get every day when I'm training. I was like, wow, that was really kind of, okay, that was interesting, because he was in the room next to me. And then the people we work with in this health system, they also responded. They have different health issues. They are mentally retarded, and they have other diagnoses. And both of them had a reaction, but differently. One of them laughed rest of the day. Laughed. And this was very amazing, because before all the laughing, there was not laughing, to put it like that. And the other one I cannot say, because then I cannot say about it, how something happened with the other person also who was closed. And there was a 5th person there. And this 5th person had no reaction. And I won't go into that. I understand why, because some of us are not ready. It's divine timing, and this person wasn't ready and is very much into the old, and are very imbalanced, to put it like that, and hold back and hold back and hold back. I don't say that it's something wrong about it, but this activation, and if we want to evolve and become more light, it is a part of this that also is the free will. We have to be willing to say yes, because we are invited, all of us are invited to become the next step divinity of us. And I have said yes to become the new Homo Luminous that has a lot of other names, and I walk the path. So since 2013 I have walked the path, And the energy I have, wow, it really, now I really can, everything I have done, Divinema Reset and all the ceremony and the healing circle that I hold, now I really see how effective they are. The ceremony I had a ceremony in 2017. I have spoken about it earlier, and I said yes. And I said yes to align with my soul, my Avalokita, my higher self. And in my ring it says Soul Elena. And Elena was the name of my earthly experiments. So I intertwine all the earth experience beyond time, in future and past. So I said yes to that. And the next step that I have been invited, I didn't know it in 2017 that it was the next step. I thought, okay, now it's kind of, I have reached the goal on human life, but no, because I intertwine all the earthly experiment. Now the ceremony I have in October for myself, I will have a ceremony next to the group that will do the same as I did in 2017. But I will say yes to the next step, that is to integrate my cosmic self, my universal, my galactic extraterrestrial stardust. I don't know what name to use, but you can call it the God light self, the God source self. So I have most connected the earthly, and now I will take more of the light, the cosmic light. And it was given me the name some months ago, and it said this is Angelica source in you. So I know the Elena was the earthly name, and Angelica is the galactic name. And Angelica actually means angel. So I will connect the angel part, the cosmic part of me in this ceremony. So even though all the other that come, it will be feminine circle. They do the same ceremony I did in 2017. Parallel to that, I will do the next phase. So when maybe in 1 year or 3, 10 years, they are ready to do the next evolution. But I walk the path and then I invite, because we are invited, and it's up to us to say, yes, I'm willing or not. And most people have until now said, I'm not willing. But more and more want to be a part of this new evolution that are so extremely kind of beyond any evolution we have had on Mother Earth. So this is a radical evolution in human, because we are going quantum, we are going beyond, and we are bringing in the galactic, the cosmic light source. And I have heard about, or I will speak in another video about easy water or EZ water, because this is also an element in our health that improve our health. If you understand that if the water inside us, most humans have approximately 70% water, and if they are in the form of EZ water, easy water, we have more energy. And I have now, in 2025, I have more EZ water inside me than ever before. So, and I have detoxed, and I have so much stamina and energy. It's like, wow, is this possible? So I have said yes to the experiment, not reading about it, but becoming the experiment. I am the observer, I am living through this, so I become all the dimension of myself. I am the God source, I am the observer, and I am this avatar. So it kind of integrate all the aspect of us, yes. And I had several men that have asked me, that wanted to be on this gathering in October, but all the women that come in this October have gone to Divinema Reset, almost all of them, or they have been through much of the same that I have. So it is kind of, you have already said yes if you do this in October. And after this we do in October, I will hold the space to do the ceremony and saying yes, because what I can guarantee, and I know that someone says we are not allowed to guarantee. Yes, if you say yes, and if you commit to a ceremony like that, you say yes to your divine design, Avalokita, your God source, and your life will change radically. So all of us are invited, and there are several paths. It's not only the way I tell it, because I know that there are several paths, and that's also why I have made so many modules in the Divinema Reset. And during the summer, it has come more than 10 more modules, so it will come more module in the Divinema Reset. In if you're a teacher, if you're a parent, so I will have specific module also for different professions, and the professions that we have learned on Mother Earth are changing radically, because most of the profession has held the masculine way of doing things, and now we are moving into integrating the masculine and the feminine. So it looks like it is more feminine energy now, and it needs to be more feminine because we need both of them. So since the society and all what we have done had been so masculine orientated and very hierarchical, it's like on the top and down. Now we are going into a synergy. It's like a circle. So it has been like a triangle, a few on the top and a lot at the bottom, but now we are going into the circle, and the circle is the feminine way. We are all equal. So even though I do the ceremony and hold the space, I don't the people I initiate and help initiating and commit to their higher self, I'm not higher or lower. We are all equal. And I know that when I hold the room, what comes through is amazing. So I have kind of a structure for this weekend, but I also know that all of the people that come hold a piece, so that we create this together. And it's not a coincidence who the people that on this gathering they are, because I know that when I have had a lot of retreats and gathering, and a lot of people say yes in the beginning, and when it gets closer, people kind of no. So it is for the brave person to, but think about it differently. If you're not brave, if you not say yes, when you are 90 or 100 years, it's like, oh, I didn't say yes, I just continue to my just going in the loop, and I didn't experiment. If I should give an advice, be a part of the experiment with your own health on a good way, not on a destructive way, but because now we have so much source. But the most important is to align with our sacral response, our divine design, our Avalokita, because when we listen inward and live from our heart-centered symphony, the heart knows everything. It's kind of, through the heart we are connected to the God source of us. So when we go into this heart-centered symphony, then we live as Homo Luminous. And I have said yes to become the Homo Luminous, and I am the Homo Luminous, and the stamina and the energy and all that is kind of it's a byproduct kind of, because I had no idea that I would feel so energized. But it has also to do with the easy water and detoxing and saying yes to radically heal, saying yes to radically change. So if you want to be in status quo, this is probably not for you. So it is for aligning with the new human, because if you listen to some of the autistic children, they actually said that it is painful being on Mother Earth, and a lot of the autistic children hold a key to us because they are more in connection with the higher than a lot of us are. And one of the entities that I have spoken with is Wolf, or Michael, the one who was killed by a lightning in, was it 2012? And he was seen as a strange. Susanne Giesemann has written a book about him. I think it's Message from Wolf. And Wolf was very intelligent. He knew that he was more cosmic than earthly. So he had trouble living on Mother Earth because he was so much out there in the cosmic. And I have spoken a lot with Michael Wolf, and he also have helped me and guided me. And he, among many other humans, are actually holding pieces so that we understand that, oh, we have thought for so many years that we had it all, kind of, we knew it all, but we were so kind of, not wrong, but it wasn't the complete. So the divinity of us, we haven't connected to the divinity and the cosmic and the God source of us, because we are God within. Divine design is God within. You are God within. And the new shift is kind of, how can we experiment with the source, the divine source within? We can telepath, we can do extraordinary, and we have so much more energy and are so much vital when we say yes to become the new Homo Luminous. And what actually happened is that our DNA upgrade and we become more light. So I have said several times, I surrender to more light, more light, more light. And the activation I had the 4th of August, I said yes to even more, because the veils are thinner. And all since Monday, the 4th of August, my body has been kind of that, and I feel the energy, and I laugh because it's so interesting to observe. I observe my body and I observe everything that happened. And actually today, this 8th of 8, what I have done, I have rested more than normal, because I thought, okay, now I just have to surrender and rest. So today I have, because now in 1 hour I will work nighttime. So I have worked a lot in July and also this August. So I work 13, 15-hour shift, and night shift is 10 hours. So that's the shortest. And I have had 2 work day with 7.5 hours. And when I was 7.5, I thought, wow, it's almost not, I don't need to go to work. It's like going for a half hour and back, because now the normal that is 7.5 hours, it's like, what is that? Because I have worked so many 13-hour shifts. So, and I only have 15, 16 more days to work. My last work day in this health system is the 24th of August. And the 25th of August, I will travel to Gotland, Sweden, and be there for a week. We are 5 women that will celebrate. 2 of them have become 50, and I'm actually the oldest in this group. And this will be kind of the vacation, because when I come home from Gotland, I will go to Jägervannet, Lyngen, and there I will stay for 10 months to develop divine design even further. Because divine design is the next step, human design. But you don't need to understand human design to go into the divine design. But divine design, it is an activation. It is not structural and mental and intellectual. So we are moving from the intellectual, where we sense. We become even more sensory aware, and we say yes, and we activate. And like I did on Monday, the 4th of August, I was activated, I had said yes, and I just let my body adjust to what I have said yes to, because it's so easy to do mind shift. It's very easy. For someone it's harder, but it is easy. When you live the new way, it's easy to do it mental, but the body has another rhythm. So you have to kind of wait for the body and the emotion and all this circuitry in the body to kind of line up with the conscious shift you have done in the mind. So, but it is going radically fast, and we can see that also in the AI. The AI is kind of exploding, and all of us will have a robotic helper in the house, almost all of us. And if we don't say yes to what I have become, Homo Luminous, and be a part of the experience, we are outdated. So this is the only path actually. So, but of course we can resist, and we feel it in our body, because the longing, the soul longing, wants us to become Homo Luminous. We want to be a part of this experiment. So, but we have free will, so we can resist. And I resisted all the way until 2013, till my doctor said, "You will die." And yes, the old me died, and I started to this path. So I have been on it for 12 years, so that's not long. So I'm a baby still, even though I know more than ever. I know how little, because it is not the intellect that defines us. It is kind of going with the divine flow, because I know who I am in essence, and I use my avatar for myself, for my family, for the people that seek my guidance. So I have surrendered to be, to commit to my soul alignment, to help people and do what I did in Guatemala, I have done in past life and future life, and so that we can become the medicine. We can become the medicine we are seeking. So Homo Luminous is kind of the medicine we are seeking in this time. And with those words, I wish you the best August, and maybe I won't have time to speak until late August when I am in Gotland. I don't know, but I have a lot of work shift now, as I have had all this period. But I wish you the best. Bye bye.